Well, I'm very happy to announce that this book, in my opinion, is the best of the collaborations between these two brothers. And let me tell you, now I think Jack Reacher is in very good hands moving forward. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. You're with Chris, and today I'm super excited to be sharing with you my spoiler-free review of The Secret by Lee and Andrew Child, the 28th book in the Jack Reacher thriller series, a thriller series that happens to be my second favourite of all time. Now, if you've been with me for a little while on the channel, you'll know that I'm a big outspoken advocate for Andrew to continue the series on his own. This is the last collaboration between the two brothers before Andrew does take it on, and I think the book got a rating of 4.25 on Goodreads, which is tremendous, and it just means that the fan base are really liking the book, which is great. Now, I do go into a little bit of detail in a previous video why you should read the Jack Reacher series, where I address the fierce debate between all the fans, where there's been mixed reactions about Andrew writing the Jack Reacher books on his own moving forward, and I won't dwell on it too much here, but if you haven't checked out that video, please do, because I do go into a bit of a rant about that debate, because I'm pretty pro Andrew Child, so check that out. Now, when the book was released here on the 24th of October, that was the official release date. So I had pre-ordered it from Amazon, and mine didn't arrive on new release day, which was a bit unusual. So I gave it another day, giving them the benefit of the doubt, thinking that maybe there's just been a bit of a delay with the shipment and that it will be fine. The 25th came and went, and still no book. So if I could use one of my favourite Australian expressions, I cracked the shits and rang up Amazon and complained, because I wanted the book in my hands, especially before that weekend, because I was planning on taking it away on a family holiday over a long weekend. And I would have been super grumpy if that didn't happen. And the good people at Amazon managed to pull some strings, or do whatever they do, and managed to have it in my hands on the 26th, just in time for the trip away. So I'll forgive them this time. Okay, so let's start with what the book is about, how I always like to do that, and taken straight from the cover copy. 1992, 8 respectable, upstanding people have been found dead across the US. These deaths look like accidents, but don't appear to be connected, until one body, the victim of a fatal fall from a hospital window, generates some unexpected attention. And that attention comes from the Secretary of Defense, who promptly calls for an interagency task force to investigate. Jack Reacher is assigned as the Army's representative. Reacher may be an exceptional soldier, but sweeping other people's secrets under the carpet isn't part of his skill set. As he races to discover the link between the victims who killed them, he must navigate around the ulterior motives of his new partners, all the while moving into the sightline of some of the most dangerous people he has ever encountered. His mission is to uncover the truth. The question is, will Reacher bring the bad guys to justice the official way, or his way? Sounds like classic Reacher, doesn't it? So, interesting bit of information on why this book was became a prequel, and there's a couple of answers to this based on what I've been looking into and reading about. And Andrew himself wanted to explore different kinds of books, and when he was speaking with Lee about this book, they agreed that they've never done a prequel novel together before. And the other reason was, after COVID, once they got out and started talking to people and obtaining feedback from fans and the like, it was very evident from the feedback the fans gave them that people enjoy the prequels, and there's been several throughout the series, and I like them myself, and they decided, well, look, why not do one? I mean, they've got to give the fans what they want, don't they? This time we see Reacher in his prime as an MP, recently busted down in rank from major to captain, and I think that's due to an incident involving a head-sized dent in the desk in his office at headquarters, and I think his CEO isn't really happy with him and he's skating on thin ice. And when these murders require a task force made up of representatives from the Army, the FBI, CIA and Treasury Department, Reacher is ordered to Washington to team up with these people and play nice with the other kids. Now, as events unfold concerning acts of negligence in 1969 when it came to chemical research, the ramifications come to a head in 1992, and things get very interesting when someone does not want this secret to ever get out. And at every turn of the way, the task force is outsmarted by this real threat. And it turns out that it seems that they're set up to fail, and Reacher along with the other representatives have all had something happen in their respective positions where they've been disgraced in some fashion. So if things go wrong and the crime isn't solved, they make convenient scapegoats and puts whoever is behind this mystery beyond reproach. Now, to be perfectly honest, the book started off a little slow for me. Okay, but I was glad it wasn't long before things really started to pick up, and I ended up smashing this book very quickly. Now, this sounds like a cliche now, but I literally couldn't put it down. There's a healthy dose of Reacher style violence here, which was awesome, but there is also that intelligence that Reacher exhibits as part of being an awesome investigator, which makes him a great character because he can balance the physical prowess and the intellect very, very well. And I think it makes up a very, very interesting mix for a great character like Reacher. It's always good to read about the action and violence, but it's also really good to read about how he goes about solving crimes and using his mind to unravel all the clues and put the pieces together. Okay, there were plenty of twists and turns and dead ends and revelations that you just had to race to the finish line to find out what happens, and the ending was done really, really well. I think it tied up very very neatly. It was very satisfying, and the only negative thing now is I have to wait for a whole year for the next book to come out. But look, early next year I will find out what the covers look like and what the titles look like for the next book, which is going to be Andrew all on his own, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be very interesting to see that. So yeah, can't wait. But the only problem with the book is it's over too quick because it reads very, very quickly. But I really enjoyed this book. I think it's the best of all 4 collaborations so far. So my prediction was right when I've been speaking about this and addressing that debate. And yeah, I'm only expecting a lot more good things from Andrew when he continues the series on his own. Now, if you haven't read Reacher before, I think this would be the perfect launch pad or entry point for you, because it's a hell of an introduction to the character if you've never read him before, and you'll love Reacher if you've never read him, and I implore you to start reading the Reacher books because they are absolutely awesome. Alright, so that is it for my spoiler-free review of The Secret. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Offer up any comments below and I'll always engage with you and respond to that. And if you've read the book already yourself, drop me a line or put something in the comments and let's compare notes. I'd be interested to see what you thought of it. But until the next video, guys, that won't be too long, happy reading.